Good morning, students. We are going to do asking questions. If you want to know something, how will you try to find out? By asking questions. There are various ways of asking questions. One of that is by using the WH words. The WH words that we use in our everyday life, like what, where, when. So that we'll be dealing with this in detail, right? So that these questions are also known as open questions because the answers are many. Answers will be varied. Okay, so the other type of questions, they are known as yes or no questions. You don't begin the question with yes or no, but those questions, when you ask someone the question, the answer to that question is yes or no. You will be using the be forms to begin that question, or the have or do forms. Yes or no questions, you will begin them with the auxiliary verb, that is the helping verb. Okay, that we'll be dealing with later. First, we'll begin with the WH questions, right? So now let's move on to that. So, you have the two types of questions. One is known as open questions and the other closed or polar questions, because you have only two answers to that. It will be either yes or no. Whereas these WH questions, the answers will be many. So what are the WH words with which you begin your question? What, when, where, 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 which, 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 why, who, whom, whose, how. These are the words. They are called as the WH word. Though how begins with H, still you have W as well as H in that. Even that is considered as a WH question, right? So don't get confused. You're saying WH and then you have how. Even how is considered as a WH word, right? And then the other questions, like already told to you, they begin with be forms. You remember once again, am, is, are, was, were in the past tense. Then have, has, had. And the next one, do, does, did. You have already done even the modals. So they can begin even with that. Shall, should, can, could, will, would, may, might, ought to, need to, etc. All these questions, you will begin with that. You have done even request, permission, may I come in. Okay. So the answer will be either yes or no, right? So these questions are known as the yes or no questions. But these questions are WH. So today we'll be dealing with WH questions in detail. So, each one. So first of all, why do we ask questions? To elicit particular kinds of information, to get some information, different information from different questions. Like if you ask, where, where are you going? You want to know the place, the location, isn't it? You will not expect my name or something when you ask where. So in the same way, each word, you expect a particular information by asking a particular question, right? So let's move on now. So they are known as open questions, as there can be many answers to a question beginning with WH, right? So the first word is what. WHAT, what. It is used to get information about something, that is object, or about someone's name. When you want to know someone's name, what will you ask? What is your name? Isn't it? So that way you will be asking questions with what. Then who. If you want to find out about a person, who is that standing there? Who is your teacher? Okay, so to get information about a person, you will use WHO, who. And then to get information about a place, about the location of a person or thing, what will you use? You will use where, WHERE, where. Don't get confused between this where and the be form were, that is pronounced as were, WERE, right? Then the next one about time. When you want to know the date, the year, the time, you will be using when. Okay, when did we achieve our independence? Okay, 1947, the year. So when is the train arriving? 10:30, time. All right. Then when do we celebrate Children's Day? 14th November, date. So all this, when you want to know about the time, it can be the hour, it can be the day, it can be the date, it can be the month, it can be the year. With all this, when you want to gain information regarding this, you will be using WHEN, when. Okay. Then the next one, why? To get information about reason or cause. Why did you behave in such a way? You want an explanation. You want to know the reason. So you will ask the question with why. The next one, which? WHICH. Out of many, when you're asking, then that is your choice. You're asking about your choices. Which is your favorite food? Okay, so that is one. Then if you're giving limited option, which one will you choose? Okay, which one do you want, a chocolate or an ice cream? Only one you can choose. So one of a limited number of things. So for that also you will use which. Then the next one is whom. To ask about someone's identity. Especially when you're speaking about the object of a sentence, you want to know about that. If it is a person, indirect object, then you will use whom. Whom did you give the pen to? I gave the pen to Ravi. I gave the pen to my teacher. Okay, that becomes the object. So when you want to know more about the object, you will begin your question with whom, WHOM. Then whose, when you want to know about the ownership, whose bag is this? Suppose if you find a lost pen and you're asking in the class, you want to know to whom it belongs, then you will say whose pen is this? What's the spelling? WHOSE. So you want to know about the possession or the ownership, who owns that thing. Then the next one is how, HOW. This is used to ask questions regarding number. How many books do you have? How many subjects? If you buy anything, how many apples are there in a dozen? Whatever. So number. Then manner. How did you come? How did the minister come? He came by plane. Manner, mode. Then how is the library? Okay, the library is very neat. Condition. How is your health? That is also condition. Then quality. Okay. How? Just now I told you condition, quality, then number, then quantity. How much do you require? Okay, so for that you will be using how. Now let's move on to each. So you have examples and the structure. How will you frame a question with what? You will begin it with what, and then you will use either be form, have form, or do form. You always have to remember the correct forms like be, am, is, are, was, were. Depending upon your verb, you will use either the present or the past, and then your subject. So depending upon the subject, you have to use the appropriate verb there. If it is in the present, the verb is in the present, and the subject you have to keep in mind and use suitable verb there, be form. Then have form and do form, the same. Like if I'm asking you, what is your name? If I'm asking someone else, what is his name? Okay. Or suppose if I want to know, if you ate something in the past tense, what did you eat yesterday? Okay, so what did? So that way, be, then have, then do, plus the subject, plus the main verb. This is how you will be framing the questions. And what do we use what for? What is used to get information about something. It can be an object or a name. You have suitable examples given there. What is your name? What is this? What are you doing? What do you think about the test? What are you reading? What was that noise? What do you do? What kind of music, movies, food, books, sports do you like? When you want to ask a question regarding this, you will use what. Okay, now let's move on to, so you have to frame as many questions as you can using these columns given there. Use the be form or the do form, whatever. And if you feel the words are not sufficient, you can add more verbs, pronouns, nouns, whatever you want, and frame at least 10 questions with what, right? So you have been given their be form, do form, have form, and then you have various pronouns given there, and then various, it should actually be nouns. Okay, so what is your name? What are your qualifications? Okay, so Okay, so what is the matter? What is the reason? You'll be using all this and you'll be framing at least 10 questions. You can add many more words and do that, right? So with this, you have understood what. Now let's move on to the next one where, to ask questions regarding location, place, etc. You use where. You have the examples there. Where are you going? Where have you been to? Where do you live? If you want to find out, person's residence, where do you live? Where does he stay? Where does he work? Where were you yesterday? Past tense. Where can I buy medicines? Where did you find it? So this way you will be framing questions with WHERE, where. And then again you have, how to frame questions. You have the structure given there, where plus again be form, have form, do form, plus the subject and the main verb. You might have observed here. So where you begin with that, then the be form verb are is there. In the next question you have, and then the subject you, and then you going, where have you been, where do you live, all these verbs come over there. Is it clear? Where can I buy? You can even use modals also. So this is how you'll be framing questions. Use the appropriate words from each. You have where in one column, then you have be form, do form, have, will, can. You can add any other words you want. The pronouns are also there. Then a few verbs like live, stay, study, work, born. So how will you say where? About born. Suppose if you want to find out, a question, frame a question with born. Where were you born? Okay. First, you will use where, then you have the verb were, W-E-R, were you born, right? Where will he go? All right, so this is how you will be framing questions with where. Now, let's move on to when. When, okay, so we have, so, when again, for already we have discussed to find out about the year, date, hour, time, etc., month, okay, or uh, so when does the train arrive? So same structure, when plus be form or have form or do form plus the subject plus the main verb. When does the train arrive? So from where do you get does? Do form. Do, does and did is the past tense. When is the meeting? You want to find out the time of the meeting. Suppose if you want to know the location, the venue of a party or a meeting, venue, what is venue? The place where it will be held. So where is the meeting? You want to know the time? When is the meeting? When can I borrow a book again? So suppose you have already taken a book. You can't borrow two books. Then, how much time? When can you return and when can you take another book? When can I borrow a book again? When are they coming? When are the exams? When is the match? So you have this for when. And when does the shop open? Right. When is food served? So these are examples with when. So you might have observed. So first you have when, then you have the verb, then you have the subject. Right. Now let's move on to the exercise. So again, when, use the verbs there and using appropriate pronouns, use the different verbs. When did he invent? When is the show, all that. You can add more words if you want to and frame at least 10 questions with each WH word, right? Now we move on to which. So again, which plus be, have, do plus subject, okay? And you have the uh, here again you won't have the main verb, you will be having the noun after the subject. Which is your house? Which is your favorite color? Right. Which sport do you like? So sometimes it can also be your main verb. Some other times you'll also be using a noun there. So which is your house? Which is your favorite color? Which bike? Sometimes what happens? Noun comes first. Which bike do you prefer? Which sport? Again, noun. Which sport is your favorite? Which do you prefer? Cake or biscuit? There is a choice. limited choice. Out of this, you have to select only one. Then also you will ask such a question: which do you prefer? Which subject do you like? Okay. So you have the various ways of framing these questions here. Now, using again the columns given to you, frame at least 10 questions. Again, begin with which. You can use either a noun there after which, or you can use the be form, do form, have form, appropriate forms. And then if you need the pronouns there, use those pronouns, and the nouns, which is your favorite flower. Okay, so that way, write down as many, at least 10 questions with which. Then the next one is who. All right. So again, here also you have who plus, if you need be, form, have form, do form, or directly you can also use the verb there plus the subject. Who is your favorite leader? Who invented the car? Okay, like answer will be the car was invented by so and so. So the car, right? Who wrote the book? So the verb here, you have the main verbs. Who wrote the book? You don't need helping verbs there. Who wants chocolates? Who is that? Here you're using the main verb. Who wants to go? So either you will have the main verb or the direct, the helping verb, be, have, do forms, and then the subject, the noun there. Okay, so this is how you'll be using it. Then once again, you have to frame as many questions as you can using the appropriate words. Begin it with who. If you need the helping verbs, you'll be using the helping verbs, and the pronouns, you'll be using those. Okay, who is your teacher? Who is your favorite teacher? Okay, who is going? You can add anything you want to make it more meaningful. Okay, so frame as many questions. Who wants a cake? Who wants a book? All right, so do that. Right, next we move on to why, to know the reason or the cause. Right, so again, why did he come? Okay, this exactly sets in that pattern. Why plus be, have, do plus subject plus main verb. Why did they go? Why were you absent? Suppose if I want to know last week, yesterday, then what's the question I'll ask you? Why were you absent? Why is she dull? Why are you tired? Why do we celebrate? Why have you given it? Okay, so now once again the exercise, begin it with why, then one of these forms you will be using, then you will use the pronoun, and either the noun or the verb, whatever suits there, use it. Okay. It can be an adjective, verb, adjective. Okay, so you'll be using either an adjective or a verb, right? The next one is whom. So same thing here also. You have whom plus be, have, do plus subject plus main verb. This is to ask about someone's identity in the object place of the sentence, the object of the sentence. Whom would you like to meet? So you also have the modal auxiliaries here. You can use that also. Whom do we have to contact? Okay. Then, whom do you know in this building? Whom are you going to call? Whom did you visit yesterday? Whom have you spoken to? So, usually at the end, you will get a preposition sometimes. Then, you know, So the structure will be whom plus one of those forms plus subject plus main verb, right? So now you will frame as many questions as you can using, once again, the first WH word whom, then you will use either be form, do form, have form, will or would, and then you will use the pronouns and the appropriate verb and frame at least 10 questions, right? Then the next one is whose. You already know when you want to know, who possesses it or the ownership or possession about something, to whom does it belong, then you will use whose. So here again, you know, the noun comes first. Whose pen is this? If you say whose is this pen, it looks a bit odd. So this is more suitable for asking a question. Whose bags are those? Okay. When you ask about one thing, you will say this. When there are many, you will say these. And when they are at a distance, that and those. Okay. This and these. So whose bags are those? Whose father works in the hospital? Whose car needs a repair? So you have the word whose, then you have the noun and then the verb. Okay. So frame as many questions. Yes. So you also have here one confusing word, like most of you, WHO apostrophe S. That is who is. It is different from whose. Okay. So this is how you'll be writing it. This whose is equivalent to who is. So when you're asking a question, suppose who is coming with you, who is accompanying you. So how will you use it? When you contract it, shorten it, you will use who's coming with you, but you will not use WHOSE. This whose is to find out about the ownership, right? Don't get confused between these two. Okay. So here you'll be framing as many questions as you can. Whose book has been, you can add been also, has been stolen. Whose book has been lost. So that way frame at least 10 questions using different, nouns and different verbs and pronouns, right? Now the next one is how. Again, how you can use the be form or the adjective form, and then you have the verb, like how old are you. So this is used to ask questions about manner, condition, quality, number, quantity. Countable nouns and uncountable nouns. Countable nouns you can count, so you will ask the number, but uncountable nouns you cannot count, so you will ask for the quantity, how much, 1 kg, 2 kg. Okay, so there you will ask the amount or the quantity. So examples given here: how old are you? How many subjects do you learn in your first year? How many subjects do you have? How much money do you need? How far is Delhi from Hyderabad? How was the exam? How is your health? Right? So this is how you'll be asking, using how to frame questions. So once again, write as many questions as you can write down. Okay, how will they come? So that way 10 questions with how. Is it clear? You can add whatever you want to and frame suitable questions, and we'll continue with this in the next class, right? Thank you.